Hey folks, it's Ray with Taste Radio. Right now I'm honored to be sitting down with Bella Hughes and Semira Nikou of Better Sour. Bella, great to see you.
Wonderful to be here.
Yeah, Semira, how are you?
Great that I'm here. Lovely to see you, Ray.
You as well. And here is in Austin, Texas, where you're both based. You've been on the road quite a bit of late. We're recording this on November 5th, so that means we're just a few days removed from Halloween. And from what I understand, you both had a very eventful Halloween. Bella, where were you guys?
We actually spent the day before Halloween in our nation's capital doing something we probably never thought was possible. Yeah, we were at the White House. We had this amazing opportunity through the National Confectioners Association, which is a trade association we belong to and highly recommend to anyone who's in confectionery to share our candy with the folks at the White House who had organized a Hello Read, which was a fantastic event full of candy, kids, all the different departments and agencies handing out unique stuff. And we got to be the global flavors, low sugar, vegan option. So we had a fantastic time with our families there. They were giving these two out. So Halloween was like our favorite holiday growing up, besides Iranian New Year, Nowruz. I think Nowruz and Halloween, we trick-or-treated embarrassingly till we were 18. So we were there with our kids and our husbands. It was pretty amazing.
Well, very exciting. That sounds like it was an amazing event. Better Sour, just in 18 months, one of the most exciting brands that I can think of in the food industry. I know there are plenty of people who know about you. Bella, talk about the origins of Better Sour. I know so much of it is steeped in your friendship with Semira, but talk about how it started and why you thought there was an opportunity for a Better For You gummy.
Yeah, well, I'll have to say, being a repeat CPG founder, a
Yes.
lot of people know me from Shaka Tea, but before that, I actually had a failed ice cream company called Lizetli. Third time's a charm, and I'm having the most fun because I'm working with my lifelong best friend who also happens to be brilliant. And Better Sour really is a reflection of our love of all things sour. We're daughters of Iranian immigrants. We were born and raised in the Hawaiian Islands. We met when we were a year old. And what's really, really central to our palate and really, really big in Iranian cuisine, but then again, being born and raised in Hawaii, where a lot of our palate comes from sort of that Asia Pacific fruit palate, is tart. And it's really enjoying and appreciating fruits in the fresh form as well as the dried form. We saw the rise in global flavors. They're really making headway in nearly every category. But when you get to one of our favorite categories, which is gummy candy, where millennials and Gen Z are really driving that category growth, there's not a lot going on in the global flavors, and there's not a lot going on in sour gummy candy. It tends to be the same Western-centric flavors. So we really wanted to really share our story. It started with just these two bags of candy. The green bag is a nod to flavors from Hawaii. The pink bag is a nod to flavors from the Middle East. We launched in market in May of 2023. We were originally sold in 9 Erewhon doors, ended last year in just 100 doors, and it's been incredible. We'll end this year, December, in around 3,000 doors.
Outstanding. And Semira, Bella outlined an opportunity to reach a large number of consumers. When we talk to early stage brands, the guidance is always inch wide, mile deep, but it seems like the opportunity you have with Better Sour to go pretty broad, pretty quickly is out there. How do you think about those opportunities and your growth strategy in general, so that you're not going too far too fast, but still pressing on the gas?
Yeah, that's a good question. And we certainly had that approach, the inch wide, mile deep approach early on, but then soon realized just days within launching or having our debut at Expo West 2023 that this brand was going to be a lot bigger and move a lot faster than we anticipated. Just being there at the right time, hitting on that global flavors trend that had been missing in candy. We had, our theory had seemed to be panning out where we found something really special and something where consumers were actively seeking. So this has been
It's honestly, it's been a challenge we've been navigating because when we have so many opportunities available, but still, access, capital and having to use it efficiently. And, we have a small but mighty team making sure everyone, they have a lot on their plate, but they're not overstretched. It is a constant kind of negotiation and analysis we have to do to ensure we are saying yes to the right opportunities and being brave enough to say no when it's just not the right time. This is a constant analysis Bella and I have to do because we do have many opportunities available and ensuring we are launching with the right partners at the right time and not expanding too quickly. I mean, we are heavily retail focused. We are not a D2C brand. So our resources and energies are focused there. We are also available on Amazon, but retail is where our energy and focus really lies.
It's such a good point. We've had a lot of distraction. Everybody wanted us to launch G2C. We will not say what specific channels, but we have been heavily courted, and we could have totally been distracted and pivoted. But to Semira's point, like really staying focused in the inch wide, mile deep more on the retail angle, and only Amazon has been very key, I think.
Yeah, and I think the partnerships that you have and that the ones I've seen for Better Sour have been really intelligent decisions on your part. How do you think about alignment with mission and values when it comes to those partnerships? Because I'm going to talk about one of the biggest ones momentarily, but people will probably send you an email, give you a phone call every single day saying, "Hey, I want to be in business with Better Sour." How do you know when they are aligned with your mission and values?
Well, I think, Samira, you and I talk a lot about wanting to prove out that global flavors are for everyone. I mean, for Samira and I, we've had, the great fortune being born and raised in Hawaii, but we've lived all over the world, all over the United States. And we don't believe that healthy, premium, low sugar, vegan gummies with nothing artificial in these global flavors are only for premium markets. We also believe that these can work in the middle of the country. They can work in MULO, the not just like the more upmarket channels. So I think, Samira, that's something we've been very conscious of wanting to build that data story and serve a broad audience.
Yeah, and to add on top of that, and to answer your question, Ray, value alignment is very important. Um, so much of our brand kind of basis is based on the values and the things Bella and I believe in, the commitment to joy, inclusivity, global flavors, adventure. So also ensuring the partners that we find have the same excitement around these values and elements that we have, is very important to us.
Well, I think you found a dynamite partner in Disney, and in particular, Moana, their Moana franchise. This partnership between Better Sour and Moana 2 is pretty sensational. Bella, talk about how this came together. Talk about just your first contact with Disney and how you were both aligned on this co-branded product, which I have in my hand, which I haven't opened yet, and I've been holding off because I wanted to keep it sealed until I talk to you guys. But I'm going to rip this open as soon as we're done with this interview.
Oh, wow. Well, this is very exciting to see you holding it. We just launched, we're in Sprouts nationwide rolling out right now. So I can't wait for everybody to try this product ahead of the film launching November 27th in theaters. But for Samira and I, this was really just such an incredible fit. Being born and raised in Hawaii, Moana, having the tie to the Pacific, and being a strong female character and us being a WBNC certified women-owned minority business and us being originally born and raised in the Hawaiian Islands, there was just innately an obvious cultural fit. My kids are 9 and 11, so with Moana, the original film, that like I think I know all the songs by heart. That is one of my family's personal favorite films of all time. But it was really serendipitous. We met some incredible folks from Disney at a trade show, and we just kind of took it from there. And it's a perfect cultural fit and alignment for our women-owned business.
Yeah, and I would just add that this was a great example of combination of luck, being at the right place and the right time, and being able to jump at an opportunity like this when it presented itself. We weren't expecting to have access to this kind of a partnership this early on in our, brand career. But when it presented itself, and given the alignment between who we are as a brand and Moana, the franchise, we were in a position that we were able to take advantage of that and kind of bring it to fruition.
I imagine even if you wanted to turn it down, you couldn't because it's just too great of an opportunity. But when in the right place, right time comes about, you still have to be buttoned up. I would think that Disney wants all their partners to be ready for a seamless rollout, not have any problems or as few problems as possible with the rollout. How are you buttoned up in that regard? How do you make sure that you could say, yes, we've got our flavor development right, we've got our label design correct, we've got the lead time for production and the rollout itself. There's so many moving parts. How do you make sure that everything is running or should be running the way it's supposed to be?
This is the situation where luck played a great timing, and luck played a really important role. And, having that hustle and hard work as well. We were already planning to release a passion fruit flavor this year. It is such a iconic, beloved fruit in Hawaii. A lot of people have it in their backyards. My parents have a trellis. So we were already planning to do this. We were already planning, you're thinking about kind of our branding. We were working with great designers at RVH Studio. And so when this came along, we had our core team ready. Even though we are a very small team, very experienced folks, and we had access to these outside partners already who we had retained and kind of established relationships with. So when the opportunity presented itself, we were ready to hit go. Of course, it's a lot of work with any new product launch. A lot of work and planning goes into it, and add on top of that a major collaboration like this. But we had all the elements, to allow us to be ready to go when the time was right.
Now, this product, as you mentioned, is already in Sprouts. It's the exclusive retail partner for this product. And as I understand, Better Sour did a test at the retailer, which went quite well. And I know there are listeners right now who want to get into Sprouts and want to do well on that chain. First of all, how do you ensure that once you are there, that test does well and that you work together well as brand and retailer going forward on products and launches like this?
Well, Sprouts has been such an amazing partner for Semira and I. We launched at the beginning of this year with our initial two SKUs in the innovation test. And that was just a test. And we did extremely well. And we were thrilled to learn that due to the performance, we were going to be made a permanent item that just started rolling out in October. And you're talking about two best friends, 37 years of friendship. So we're very loyal people. We immediately, once we knew we had this collaboration with Disney on our new Moana 2 SKU, of course, went to Sprouts and brought it to them and offered them to be our natural channel national exclusive partner for the launch in 2024, to really honor just them giving us the shot nationwide with our initial two SKUs. So you can find it now in the candy set, in the foraging table. They're also getting shippers right around when the movie opens on November 27th. And, to us, loyalty and just seeing how we as a brand can be of service is everything. And just a huge shout out to their team. I mean, to Brody Burke, who's out there, and, Madison, amazing people. And these are, the buyers at Sprouts, the buyers at any retailer. These are the folks that make entrepreneur dreams come true.
Now, Sprouts is the natural channel retailer exclusive partner for this product, the Moana 2 product. But as I understand it, it's going to be available in a lot of other stores as well.
Exactly. For example, we are launching in our home state of Hawaii, which we're very excited about. We will be at Foodland, 7-Eleven, Long's Drugs, which is CVS. And in the coming weeks, will be available on Hawaiian Airlines, who will be our exclusive airline provider for this SKU.
When I think about Better Sour, I'm a customer and I think about this brand as being a mature kind of candy. And then when I see the Moana 2 product, I think, oh, you could skew younger to younger consumers. How did you, or what did you learn about who's buying your product and who's eating it?
You're right. I mean, our product generally, I mean, our target market are Gen Z and millennials, but Bella and I both being parents and doing over 100 demos each, being very handsy and, in terms of checking with our customers and understanding the market, have learned that kids also love it too. So Moana has just been an additional opportunity to ensure that families become aware of us. So parents may get it and enjoy it, but their kids also will have a healthier candy option and seem to love it as well. Bella can tell you, her son has been very popular in school, trading Better Sour for all kinds of contraband food and drink items.
Yes, that our more natural skewing family does not buy on a regular basis. But I think for Samira and I doing all these demos, like she said, we're super handsy founders. And my kids do demos as well with us because they're older than her daughter. But one of her favorite demographics, and especially on the weekends, grocery shopping tends to be such a communal family event. Our favorite demographic is when we see families because that is the best. The kids always get the parents over. And when the parents see, oh, this candy is lower sugar, then the kids love it, then they pick up a couple bags.
I am just so thrilled for both of you. I remember when the three of us were chatting at an Expo East about 2 or 3 years ago, and you were hinting at this new brand that you were creating. And there was a lot of secrecy about it, but you said it's going to be really cool. And you are right. Better Sour is a phenomenal brand. I'm so excited for the Moana 2 collaboration. I'm so excited for the future of what you're doing. I mean, 2025 is right around the corner, and I can't wait to see what you guys have in store.
Thank you.
Thank you. You've always been such a supporter, Ray, and we're truly grateful to you.